Getting into this episode of GH, listen, if I was Diane, I would have whooped Alexis' ass. Don't play with me like that. The way she was laying on that floor, I would have fucked her up. Don't play with me like that. I hate when people do that. Like, why are you laying on the damn ground like that? That shit was stupid. Oh, I'm just trying to meditate. That ain't how you fucking meditate. You don't lay on the ground like you dead. The fuck is wrong with you? About to give me a stroke. The hell? You don't get your ass up. Oh, I would have slapped her silly. Don't play with me. I see her laying on that ground. I said, what the fuck happened to you? And she over here meditating. Girl, it would have been me and her. You don't ever lay like that. I don't give a damn. I hate when people do that. I had somebody do that shit before. I was ready to chop the shit out their throat. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'd be ready to pull my phone out and call, 911. Like, you don't play that stupid shit. Ugh. Honestly, her and Rick shaking hands and calling the truce, it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last because Rick is such an ass. Like, this man even really expected Alexis to apologize to him. And I'm looking at Rick, I'm like, you cannot be serious. But I know he is. Why would Alexis be apologizing to your ass? You've been starting with her since your ass came back to town. He been on her neck since he came back to town. And you expect an apology for what? She didn't do nothing. Hey, what do you need an apology for? Like, Rick done lost his ever loving mind. That truce ain't gonna last. It's not. I'd be surprised if it lasts an hour. They'll be back at each other's throat. That's just who they are. You know what I mean? That's just them. But I respect it though. At least they trying for Molly's sake, even though she an adult. But still, as an adult child, it's like you don't want to keep refereeing between your feuding parents. Like, that shit can get annoying too. I wouldn't want to deal with that. So moving on from that, honestly, Molly is better off not trying to make peace with Christina. I wouldn't dare make peace with her. I'm sorry, that's just me. But Christina says some shit, some hurtful shit that I feel you can't take back. You know what I mean? Like, she says some stuff that I feel she meant. Like, I feel like she meant what she said. And for, Molly to be the bigger person and come to her and be like, you know what? We lost a sister. I don't want to lose another one. A lot of people I thought was going to be here forever are gone. I get it. I get it. I do. But for me, I just couldn't be that bigger person on that. Hell no. Because once you say some things, I take it as that's what you meant. Like, once you do that. So, I mean, I give props to Molly for being a bigger person and doing what she did, because I know that wasn't easy, but it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. Because Christina is a walking pain in the ass. Like, she's just a time bomb waiting to go off. And I wouldn't even waste my time with her. Truth be told. And honestly, with this Ava Christina situation, it's gonna reach a boiling point soon, and I could see it. I mean, that's what they're building up to, obviously. Ava, I don't even know why she even thought it was the right thing to do to sit here and try to question Christina about Sonny's condition and if he's, fit to take care of Avery. I mean, I get why she would ask that question, but she was definitely fishing. She was fishing for information to find out exactly what was going on with Sonny and see if Christina would slip up and say it or whatever. Ava, keep your distance, okay? You're getting a little too ahead of yourself. Keep your distance, because that chick is a psycho, okay? And even when Ava was with Rick and they were talking, the way Christina came over to Ava's apartment banging on her door. Oh, we gonna finish this once and for all. I'm like, Christina, I would have slapped the dog piss out of her if I was Ava. Like, first of all, you don't come over here banging on people's door. Second of all, you don't come over here unannounced, period. Christina need to go on somewhere. Like, I understand she frustrated with Ava or whatever. I mean, many people in that town don't like Ava, but still. Christina's barking up the wrong damn tree. Like, she's a hothead. And she need to tone it down and calm her ass down. So anyway, I know Alexis is probably gonna be happy that, Molly and Christina are patching things up or whatever. But I don't even think that's gonna last too long. You know what I mean? I don't think Molly and Christina, this truce that they're calling, that they're trying to do, I don't think it's gonna last long either. Um, like I said, I wouldn't be so forgiving if said some hateful shit to me about my child that was supposed to be my kid, and you talking about I'm not the parent in order to please. That'd be the last day me and you speak. So that's why I said Molly bigger. She a bigger person than I, cause I wouldn't be doing it. It'd be a cold day in hell. Um, moving on from that. I love the scenes though with Lucky and Liz. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. It was nostalgic, especially the little flashbacks and stuff of their younger days. I enjoyed that. Lucky is definitely stepping up. He's showing Liz like, listen, I'm here. I want you back. He trying to step up to the plate. I respect it. Hopefully, it can last. And he can be a man of his word, stick around, and not take off when the going get tough. Like he likes to do. But Liz is starting to get happy with him for the moment. Um, I feel like Liz needs to back off a little bit where Portia's situation is concerned. Because I'm like, Liz, if you and Lucas get involved in this, it may not go well. Because she know it's bigger than the blackmail. I'm like, duh, Liz. Whatever's going on with Portia is obviously bigger than Brad just blackmailing her, because how else would he be able to blackmail her? So whatever he's blackmailing her with gotta be huge. Clearly. That's why I wish, Lucas and Liz would just lead us alone, let this be. Don't get involved in this mess. You might go snooping around and, find what she's being blackmailed with. Then once you find it, what you gonna do? Now you in the situation of, do I tell this or do I sit on it and don't do anything? That's why I feel it's best if they stop investigating and go sit down. Just let it play. I wouldn't get involved in that shit. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Why does Jason keep wasting his time with Sonny? That's all I want to know. Why does he keep wasting his time? Like, because Sonny was telling him about Ava pretty much damn near leaving him for dead. And Jason keep urging this fool to go get the damn surgery. He don't want to listen. And now, Britt coming around telling them about the dude, the hitman or whatever that set the bomb, that put the bomb in the penthouse or whatever, telling them, oh, he in Toronto. So Jason want to go handle. But Sonny told him, oh, I'm coming with you. Sonny, sit your ass home, okay? With your condition, you are in no space to handle this. This is what you hired Jason to do. This is what he does. Let him handle it. You just sit back and go figure out your surgery. No, I'm coming with you. I'm doing. Oh my God. I'm like, Jason, just let him die. Just let him die. Listen, when that man kill over, some of your problems will be fixed. They'll be fixed. Some of your problems will go away, because that Sonny is a big part of the problem. He too damn hothead, just like his little ignorant daughter. Don't listen. I'm telling you, every time Sonny get mad, I just look at him and be like, that little short man complex keep coming in on your ass. Sit down. We know you the boss, but sit down. Like, damn. Go get yourself together, because you're not ready to handle things. Shit, you can't even argue with Ava without clutching your chest. What you think you gonna do with a hitman in Canada? What you think you gonna do? Come on now. You ain't fit to handle this shit. So anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad Stella went to the doctor, to get her stuff checked out and, do the blood work, do the urine test. Because stuff like that is very important, to get yourself tested, get yourself checked out, make sure everything is working properly. So I'm glad she's doing that. You know what I mean? Make sure your kidneys are healthy and, you're going to be around for a while. You're going to be around longer. I'm glad she's doing it. It needs to be done. I feel like more people need to do that, because you never know what could be wrong with you. You could feel fine right now, but tomorrow could be a whole nother, and then you just pass out. And then what? So anyway, moving on from that. You know what, Brick? I seen a lot of comments these last few months that people want Brick and Jordan together. No, no. What is she gonna do with Brick? I just want to know, what is she gonna do with him? He's barely in town. He don't live in Port Charles. How the hell are they gonna date? What type of, that's gonna be so long distance between them. There is no way that would work. No way, shape, form, fashion would a relationship between Jordan and Brick work. And him in that loud ass suit he had on, I said, sir, I could see you from California. Like, what you auditioning to be the next Barney? Like, why you got this shit on? Yeah, I swear to God, he like a Mississippi pimp. Like, what the hell is this suit? Like, you been in Steve Harvey closet. Like, what the fuck? Coming up in there with flowers and stuff. I'm like, sir, she don't want you. She got a man. Go, she got one. Go sit down. She don't want you. Please have several seats. She don't. She not here for you. And he implied that he know something about Isaiah's family or something. I guess they shady or something like that. He was, hoping that, Isaiah wasn't like his family members, I guess. Like he wasn't shady like them or whatever. I'm like, who your people? Who your family? And talking about shady, I'm like, what shady business is his family a part of? And how Brick know? Well, I'm guessing Brick did his little, investigation on him. Probably ran his name and stuff, ran his record or whatever, seen who he was, who he related to, found out who his people are, stuff like that. So I'm not that, of course, not that surprised. I'm surprised, but not that surprised because, new people come around, you got to vet them, especially when he dating Jordan. And I it looked like Brick did his homework on the cat. But, I like the conversation between Isaiah and Jordan because it does seem like she's taking what Boyle said in stride. You know what I'm saying? About her maybe stepping up as the new mayor, trying to run against Laura. Because even Jordan admitted that, yeah, Laura's doing a great job and stuff, but her friendship with Sonny is questionable. It is, especially when it comes down to the Esplanade and all that. And I agree with Jordan because I've been saying it. Her friendship with Sonny is questionable as long as she's the mayor. And even Jordan got ideas about how to turn the city around and stuff. I could definitely see Jordan running for mayor against Laura. Somebody needs to, because I'm like, when the hell was the last election? Don't some mayors run every 2 years? Like, what has she been running unopposed the last couple years? I would love to see Jordan run. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Jordan could step in. Like, Laura need to decide, like, what's more important, your career or your friendship with the Don of Port Charles? Because she needs to make a decision on that, because that's not a good look. Like, if I lived in that town, hell no. So anyway, moving on from that. BLQ and Chase. Listen, I'm all for Chase standing up, for his wife stepping up or whatever. I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? As you should. You know what I'm saying? You should always have your wife back, even if she wrong. Like, publicly, you should have her back, but privately, that's a whole nother story. But I'm all for that. But for BLQ to sit there and say, oh, I don't want you to compromise yourself. Too late. It's way too late for him to compromise, not to compromise himself. He blackmailed Lulu. Like, the minute he told her, oh, you better keep your mouth shut or I'll arrest you for this. You threatened her. You blackmailed her. You compromised yourself as soon as you did that. Him keeping a huge secret from his best friend. You compromised yourself as soon as you did that. But I will say this. I love seeing this other side of Chase. You know what I'm saying? Where he's not so law and order. You know what I'm saying? Where he can go to that wild side, that dark side a little bit. I like seeing that because he needs to have an edge to him. Especially if you're going to be married to BLQ and be a part of the Quartermain family. You got to have some edge to you. You have to endure that family. Ain't no way in the world you could be married into that family and think that, you just going to be straight laced all the time. Hell no. Better have some gully in you. You damn sure better. I'm just saying, that family ain't no joke. They could be a handful. So anyway, moving on from that. I am so over Sasha and this dumbass baby storyline. I'm over it. She's sitting there, I'm not going to put the medical history in the file. I'm not going to put Jason's name on the birth certificate. Okay, whatever. I'm over it. I'm over her. Like, Felicia, like, oh, but the Scorpios are definitely gonna help you raise this baby, whatever. And then help her goo goo gaga, help her raise the child. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm just so over this story. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I don't give a shit. Anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought, and I'll see y'all all later. Peace.